Hello, everyone. It is Thursday afternoon, and I am back in snowy upstate New York. Check it out. Well, that's just the reflection of my computer. But do you see the snow? It's melting because today it rained. Anyways, I want to do a quick Facebook Live and talk about this because I just spoke to a few people in the last 2 days on my free coaching call about their business, and two or three of them are kind of newer coaches. They're starting up businesses as a particular kind of health coach. And one of them is a friend of mine who I had a really good talk with. Hey, Charles, thanks for joining. If anyone's joining, please click the hearts. Let me know you're here. Feel free to ask a question in the comments. But I just want to talk about why you're not making the money you should be making as a coach, healer, spiritual mentor, therapist, massage therapist, graphic designer, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. If you're a service-based entrepreneur or even a consultant, there are flaws in what you're doing if you're not making enough money. I talk to people all the time who are, for example, a coach, let's say, or a mentor, and they tell me they're making $200 a month and they don't know why, and they don't know why they don't have more clients. And then I ask them about their business structure and how much money they're charging and how they structure, the visits that their clients get, or the sessions that their clients get. And I've come to find out they're actually doing it completely wrong. And I talked to someone the other day who is a coach who was charging $50 a session. And I get it, like when you're new, hey, Courtney, hey, Sarah, how are you? When you're new, there is a sense of like, oh, I can't ask for enough because I don't have enough experience. But, this person actually had like multiple years. Here, I'm plugging in my laptop because my battery is about to die. This person actually had multiple years of experience. She had a certification. Hey, Courtney, how are you? If anybody else is here, please click hearts and likes and whatever, and feel free to ask questions. But she was saying, I'm not able to charge, $400 a month yet, or I can't charge a client, what I really feel like the value is because I'm new to this. Even though she's had like years and years and years of life experience and years of training. And then additionally, she just went through this program where she learned a lot, she got great training, and she got a certification. But then the major flaw in a lot of these certification programs is they don't actually teach you how to build a business and then actually get clients so that you can make money with your certification. And this is, hey, everybody. Hey, China, how are you? Hey, Jess. Feel free to ask questions. But so this is, I've actually run into this thousands of times. So every time I talk to someone who says they're, for example, I don't know, a healer or an acupuncturist that just got out of school, or a health coach that just finished, the Institute for whatever it is, nutrition, integrative nutrition, they spend all this money, they get a certification, they learn how to coach people, on whatever it is, or they learn how to give acupuncture, but then they don't actually teach you how to build a viable business, how to actually go out there and find your clients, how to then create an offering, how to structure it so you make money and you actually serve your client better. And it's not just about you and making money, it's about actually what's better for the client. I use this example all the time. I actually have a bunch of clients who are therapists, and part of the traditional therapy model of talk therapy, you go in there and you just pay by the session. But everybody knows that very few people, hey, Sasha, how are you? Feel free to ask a question. Very few people actually get results from just going to therapy like once, or going to therapy once here and then going like 6 weeks later and going again, like only when shit hits the fan. Everyone knows that when you get results, like major transformational results in your life, it comes from doing things consistently. It's the same thing with an acupuncturist, right? Like I used to think you go to acupuncture, you feel better, therefore it's working. But then I found out acupuncture really only works really well when you go on a consistent, regular basis. It's actually the same thing with massage therapy. It's always nice to get a massage, but really the best results are done when you go on a consistent basis. Like when you're a runner and you have an injury, you need to go get body work on a pretty regular basis. It's pretty much the same thing as stretching. So this same thing works when it comes to coaching, when it comes to being a therapist, when it comes to being a healer. And, for example, this person I spoke to the other day was like, well, I just got out of this year-long program. I have all these credentials. I've been doing this for a long time, but I don't know how to make money from it. I don't know how to get clients. I don't know how to charge. And that's actually the biggest flaw in going to school to learn these things. I love the programs. Obviously, if you're going to be an acupuncturist, you need to go to school and learn how to stick needles in people. But in order to actually make a pretty good living off of it, you need to learn how to build a business. And that is what I teach. And this is what I teach in the program I have that's starting in 3 or 4 weeks. It's February 19th. So that's about 4 weeks from now. And this is actually, I wanted to talk about this today because I've now talked to like 4 people in a row who are going through the same thing. They're like, well, I have a client and that client wants to see me and, I give them an hour and then, I charge them $75, but then they don't call me for 3 weeks. And then it snowed, so then they don't show up to their appointment. And then, all of a sudden it's August and everybody kind of falls off the radar in August. Like this happens all the time. And what's going wrong here is they're not structuring their business to make it a viable business for them, number one. And number two, they're not structuring the visits for their clients so their clients are actually getting results. So for example, even a traditional talk therapist, like I have a bunch of therapists as clients who I'm helping them actually move their business to more of an online based business and more of a less traditional therapy in the office visits model, but in a model that works better, which is actually this coaching model. So I'm helping a lot of people restructure their business to make it viable for them and for the clients. And in the end, everybody gets better results. You earn more money, you have more freedom, you have a better lifestyle. But really, first you need to learn how to do this. It's about creating an offer and a structure that works, learning how to reach your ideal clients and market to them, and then eventually selling them and rinse and repeat. And of course, there's much more to it than that. It goes a lot deeper. But essentially, this is why people are not making money. This is why people come to me and they're like, I don't understand. I did Reiki training, acupuncture, energy healing, coaching training, certification, health coaching, NLP. And then they're like, but I'm only making $200 a month. Like I think I said this in my last video, if you're only making $200 a month, you're doing something wrong. You could actually make more money by working at Trader Joe's. So, and I love Trader Joe's. I think they're a great company. So, really if things are that bad, you have 2 decisions. You can invest into learning how to grow your business and actually start making good money. Because, if you're an energy healer or you're, a coach or you're a health coach. I know health coaches making, like almost 7 figures out there. I know there's some making 7 figures. Even my own healers are like making bank, and I love paying them my money and they're constantly booked up, and it's like, there's a reason why. There's therapists out there making huge amounts of money and only working 2 or 3 days a week. So, if someone then starts to say things like, well, I can't charge more than $75, or I'm not qualified enough to ask that or ask a client to work with me for 3 months because they're my second client. Like that's all just coming from this. That's basically a crock of shit that's coming from your ego, fear-based brain, your mind that's living in fear and telling you that you can't do it. That's actually a limiting belief. And that's a whole nother Facebook Live. I'm not even going to get into that because that takes time. And I understand it because we all deal with it. I go through limiting beliefs all the time. Like even today, it's like there's always more and more stuff that comes up. But this is like one of the fundamental flaws that I see over and over and over. I talk to people all the time, people who are interested in joining my group program starting next month. They're like, oh, well, I'm really stuck. I'm only making $200. I only have a few clients and, I'm constantly struggling to find more clients. Well, then the choice is, invest in learning how to make money and grow this into a viable business, or, scrap the whole thing, go work at Trader Joe's, whatever it is. But if you just came out of a coaching certification program where you spent really good money and spent a year of your life learning how to become a coach, now the key is to learn how to get the clients so then you can turn it into a business and you can quit your job and go do what you really want to do. And, again, like it almost makes me angry that some of these certifications don't really teach you that. But there's a reason why, like when you're going and learning how to, help people and their health or help people lose weight, like, of course you learn that program, but they don't even want to deal with the business stuff. They give you maybe a few tips, which is like, go start with your friends and family, or start by doing free sessions, or whatever they tell you. But they don't teach you how to turn this into a real sustainable business that grows. You know, again, like, you can be totally fine making $200 a month. Like, there is a way to live off of that. I personally, I don't like living off of that. I just bought a home. I just came back from vacation. I just went out to nice dinners. I like to have savings. You know, I like to be able to not work for like at least 6 weeks a year, or maybe more. Excuse me. And the only way you can do that is if you start actually making decent money, because then you're going to be caught up in this constant struggle of like, oh, I just lost a client. Now I don't have $200 coming in. Or like, a client of mine today said someone didn't come because of the snow. And I'm like, well, why are you seeing them in person? You know, that alone is, I need to drink some tea. That alone is a problem in your business model. Don't see people in person if you don't need to. No one actually wants to come in person anymore either. Like, I personally, hold on. I drive to see one person, but I actually was working with her for 2 years before I ever even like worked with her in person. You know, the only person I actually go drive to see that I really have to is someone who does very specific body work on me. But even with body workers, there is a way to restructure your business to not see people in real life. You know, there's a way to actually, you know, transform this. If you don't want to massage people all day long and you actually want to become, I don't know, like an energy guide, or you want to become a transformational speaker, like, there is a way to actually transform your business and change your business model to actually work for you and what you want and your future and your desires. Wow, there are so many awesome people on here. Hi, Felix. Hey, Alicia. Hey, Bernard. Hey, if anyone has any questions, please ask. Just type in the chat box. I'm here to answer them. I've gone over my 10-minute limit. I actually have to go to yoga soon, but I would love to know what anybody thinks. I just wanted to touch upon this because it's now been like 5 people I've talked to in the last few days during my free coaching call that told me about all these limiting beliefs of like, I can't ask for that money, or I can't, you know, I'm uncomfortable asking someone to work with me for 3 months. I'm like, you know, really, like, tell me if there's anything out there that actually works instantaneously to change your life or your business or your body or whatever it is. Like, there's very few services out there that work in like one pop. You know, it's the same thing with coaching. It's the same thing with health. Like, for example, I always tell people, I paid someone to help me get off of sugar a few years ago. You know, honestly, she barely did anything for me, but the fact that I paid her to be my guide, it helped me stick to my 40 days without sugar. Oh, Sasha wants to know more about Facebook ads. Oh my God, I could talk about Facebook ads forever. So depending on your type of business, Facebook ads can work and they cannot work. So Sasha, I know you have an awesome business because Sasha makes these beautiful 3D printed crowns that you can wear out at night or to festivals or wherever. For what you do, I know your crowns are super expensive, but they're so worth it. You know, you could try running Facebook ads, but the problem, and I ran into this with my other business, I actually ran Facebook ads with my clothing business. People aren't really as inclined to just buy off a Facebook ad unless it's a very low ticket item, like a $29 product or a online course that's only like $12 or something. But what you can do with your Facebook ads is grow your email list. And if any of you have a business or want to start a business or in the process of starting a business, you need an email list and you need it as soon as possible. Because there is a day where Facebook might just disappear. And I don't care whether you believe me or not, there is a day that it could totally be possible. Even though I'm saying this on Facebook and I love Facebook so much. But you lowered your pricing. Why? Your shit is so beautiful. It's worth like twice as much. But anyways, I hear you. Wow, maybe I'll buy one. I've always wanted one. But no, if I were you, I would use your Facebook ads to actually grow your email list. And then what you do is you put them into, you know, I have like an onboarding sequence in my email list. I've actually helped other people set this up with their business. So with your crown business, especially when you're selling this beautiful handmade high ticket item, what you want to do is take people from the ads, put them into your email. You can automate the email list and you tell them the story behind your crowns. Like, I'm Sasha, I'm a designer. I made these crowns. They're all unique. Like, they're made in New York City. They're 3D printed. They have like Swarovski crystals. And you can tell the story of like why they're so special and why they want to pay $1,000 for one or $400 for one or whatever. And, you know, after a handful of emails, and when they really get to know you and your process and your story, that's what really entices people to buy something, especially when it costs that much money. It's the same thing with me and my coaching, right? Like, I'm now running a program that starts next month. It's a 10-month long program. It's not $29. It's a lot more than that. It's very affordable, by the way. If anybody's interested, it's definitely affordable. It's very accessible. I made it that way on purpose. But I probably couldn't sell it on a Facebook ad. But what I could do is run a Facebook ad into a webinar, or a Facebook ad into something like this that has people see me and understand what it is that I do. And then they sign up for my email list, and then they get to know me. And then they get on the call with me and they talk to me, and then they're like, oh, you know what, Beth, I really like your vibe. You seem to know what you're doing. Let me sign up for your program. So Facebook ads are all pretty unique to the type of business you have. I found, you know, I was selling whatever it was, like $80 running clothes, which is to me low ticket, but to a lot of cheapskates out there, that's actually really expensive. So I used to run Facebook ads. I would run very, very, very targeted Facebook ads. That's another thing. If you're going to run ads, please hire a Facebook ads expert. If you need some names, I actually have some names. It's kind of, if you've never worked in the Facebook back end, it's actually kind of complicated. I'm very, very tech savvy. I've worked for tech startups. I've run my own e-commerce site. I know a lot about back end. I actually know code. But the Facebook back end is totally, it's not as easy as people think. And what happens when you try it on your own, you end up wasting a lot of money. So you'll end up paying a huge amount of money for leads that aren't actually good leads. So the ones that I've run very successfully is when I hired someone to run them for me. Hey, Michael, I love you. When I've hired people to run Facebook ads for me, those have been the most successful. And then also when I hyper targeted the ad. So I knew, for example, one of my best demographics was a male in his 40s who lived in suburbs who like to run marathons. Like, for example, that's just one example of many customers. You know, I would then target the ads to that exact demographic. You know, so for example, Sasha, you're selling this really beautiful, unique thing that like goddesses want to wear. Maybe if I were you, I'd run the Facebook ads towards, you know, you can hyper target down to like women like me that go to Burning Man, that make money, that also like to dress up to just go to random parties. And actually, I wish I had one of your crowns right now because I have a party this Saturday and I would love to show up in your crown. Damn it. Maybe you could overnight me one. But anyways, so now I've gotten totally off topic talking about Facebook ads. This is not about Facebook ads. But if anybody has any questions, please ask them now. Otherwise, you can listen to the rest of the video where I'm kind of ranting on why people don't make money and what's going wrong in their business. And I am here to help you solve that problem. You invest money to get coaching to learn how to make like quadruple the amount of money, or like 10x that amount of money. So this is where I talked about this in my last video. Like, this is where a coach works. This is why it helps. You know, I pay my coach like way more money than I charge, but I've, you know, 10x my business because of it. So you have to think of it as investment. So, you know, for greetings from China. Awesome. Oh gosh, China. I will be happy if I never go to China again. Just kidding. Oh, thank you, Michael. I'm so glad you're loving what I'm doing. But for example, this friend of mine that was talking about, you know, she went through this year-long program. Now she wants to make money with it. But she's like, oh, I don't want to put more money into it. And then I'm like, well, how the hell are you going to get clients then? Like, how do you expect to get clients if you don't know how to get clients, if you don't know how to make money from this? Hey, Drew. So that's where there's a flaw. Oh, my God, Sasha. Crap. You know what? I might DM you and see. I mean, it's a little short party I'm going to for just a few hours. But if I showed up wearing a crown, it would be so awesome. Because it's a good friend of mine's party at this amazing venue, and I don't know, I'm only going to be there like 3 hours, but still, your crowns are the best. But anyways, what I was saying is, you know, you have to invest the money in to learn how to make money. This is the same thing as like if you have a startup and you need to reach users, or you have an e-commerce business and you need people to buy your product. You need to invest in marketing. You know, there's only so far like posting on Instagram and posting on Facebook will take you. There is the actual structure to running a business and to growing it. Because what's going to happen is you're going to plateau, you're going to level out, you know, you're going to be like, I have this many sales, but I need this many sales and I don't know how to get up here. And that's where you have to invest in learning how to get from here to here. Either that, or if you have a ton of money, you just need to hire out people to do it for you. But this other person I was talking to who's like, I just got out of this program, it was 12 months, and now I'm ready to become a health coach. Now what do I do? Well, you have to invest in learning how to get the clients, market to them, and sell to them, and create a structure for you and them that works for both of you. It's very simple. It's just, you know, it doesn't come naturally, and there's little steps to learn, and that's what I teach in my program. Step by step, by step, by step, by step, by step, by step, until you have a viable business, and then you can go and quit your job that you hate, or not, or you can keep your job and just make, you know, twice as much money. Up to you. Yeah, Sasha, I will reach out to you. I'm going to be in the city on Saturday. I have no idea how I am going to get the crown, but maybe we'll figure it out. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining me. God, I've been going really long on these lives. I keep meaning to do 10 minutes, but as you can tell, I'm so passionate about people's success. Renee, I thought you knew about this. I have a group program. It's a group mastermind coaching program. It starts next month. It starts in about 3.5 weeks. It's a group of high vibe spiritual entrepreneurs, all on very similar paths to growing their coaching, service-based business, a couple creatives, artists, you know, whatever it is, it honestly doesn't matter. Like e-commerce, physical products, it's literally the same process. Like my last business was a running clothing business. My current business is a coaching business. The business before that was a medical scrubs business. It honestly doesn't matter what you're selling and how you make your money. This program can work for any kind of business, because one of the major things that I see people stuck on that they're struggling with is they don't know how to start making money with their business. They don't know how to get more clients. They don't know how to sell more products. They don't know how to, you know, grow from here to here. They don't know how to go from, you know, $75 a month business to like $7,500 a month business, you know, and that's what the whole program is all about. It's 10 months. It's very affordable and very accessible. Like, I don't even want to hear it from people, because I made it very accessible on purpose. Yes, Renee, let's talk. I know we were supposed to talk, I think, last week. You can PM me. If anybody's interested in hearing more, you can just PM me, or you can comment below, or you can email me. It's beth@bethaweinstein.com. If you know me personally, feel free to shoot me a text. Like, clearly I'm available. I'm on technology. I love technology. And, you know, feel free to reach out to me. I can tell you all more about it. And I know if you're struggling and you're kind of at that place of like, I want to make more money, but I'm stuck and I don't know how to get there, like, please, let's talk. Because as you can hear, like, I get so freaking passionate about this because I've been there myself. I was there many, many years ago. And the best thing I've ever done is invested into myself, my business, and my growth. And I cannot tell you how much it literally uplifts. Crap, I think my Wi-Fi is running out, and my yoga class is starting soon. So anyways, if you have any questions or comments, please just add them in. Thank you for the hearts. I love you too. Oh my God, happy birthday, Renee. Are you, is it Capricorn season still? No, it's Aquarius season. Awesome, I love Aquarius. It's actually a few of my best friends, and my boyfriend is a Aquarius moon. Anyways, thank you everybody for listening. I will see you very soon. And please PM me if you have any questions. Comment below if you have any questions. If you want to know a little bit more about why the hell coaching works, please listen to my last Facebook Live. It's actually really good. I explain why this model works and why I think any of you that want to make transformation in your life, your business, your career, seriously, get a coach, join my program. I don't care if it's me or someone else. It works. It totally works. I love you all. Oh, hi, Max. Sorry, I'm about to leave. Please watch this, though. This should help you out. And have a great night. I hope you all are well, and I'll see you here soon. Bye.